Friends, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by Hanky Law. Hanky Law likes solving your problems when they happen, but loves anticipating them so they don't. They provide real people with real solutions to help get your life moving forward. Hanky Law provides criminal defense, family law, personal injury, and civil law. Listen, the legal system can be intimidating and scary. If you find yourself in the legal system, it's important to have lawyers who can explain the process, navigate the legal system, and protect your rights. Hanky Law's experienced attorneys use their knowledge to skillfully defend their clients. Maybe your family is needing representation during a stressful or emotional event. Hanky Law can help. Hanky Law is comprised of Blake and Kelsey Hanky with a family of their own, so you can trust they understand the value of keeping the best interests of you, your finances, your future, and the long-term interests of your children in mind. If you are needing legal help in North Dakota or Minnesota, go to hankyjustice.com or call 701-746-4529. Hanky Law, counselors and attorneys at law. What's up? It's me. It's Jake. I'm back. Let me turn this up so you guys can actually hear me. There we go. What's going on? Sorry for all the noise in the background. It's just hotter than balls right now. It's like 92 degrees out. My apartment is constantly in the sun. It's always hot, period. It will be hot in here. This is what it is. So I've got like the air conditioner, which is that little box right there. It's on like the lower level in the front right corner of the entire apartment. So like I have to have a fan to blow it and get it all over the place because there's no central heat. There might be a bullet that comes through the window at one point or another. Who knows where I live? You just don't know. This place is kind of a weird, area of town. It's not where... It's just future for anyone who's leasing or about to lease or whatever. Just go check the place out first. Just sign it because it's a good price. It might be a good price for a fucking reason. Quick reminder: May 22nd, 2021. It's the official, no longer going to get moved because COVID's finally getting over with date for the pay-per-view event featuring ya boy and a lot of other super cool people. You should really, go to jakeridercomedy.com/tour and click on the link to buy tickets so you can watch me tell jokes. And it'll be fun. It'll be great because it's going to be, even if you're like, Jake, I don't like your jokes, you kind of suck. I'd be like, I understand. I don't like me either. You could watch for Randy Couture. You could watch for Sean Cooper. You could watch for Kendra Daniels. You could watch for, I can't remember her name, but she shoots bows and arrows with her feet. You could watch, all sorts of amazing people. Penny Tovey, you could watch her. You could do all sorts of things that doesn't involve me and still support the, entertainment community because it's a charity event to, like, help all these unemployed entertainers in Vegas, which is, by the way, a lot of them. Like, almost all of them. You're seeing, like, comedians who are like well-known comedians working at like bars again like it's back in the day. It's weird. It's a weird time, and I'm hoping that this shit goes by pretty quickly. For those of you who don't know, I also have other podcasts. You're not like, wow, I don't even like this one. Why would I listen to your other ones? But like, this is because this is kind of where I just shit post. This is like my shit posting podcast. This is where, like, if you just want to dig inside my brain and just be like, what's going on in there? You can listen to this one. But if you want like actual content that like I produce and I take time with and schedule and all that other stuff. There's my favorite one is called the Cloud Surfing Podcast, which is like what my network is named after because I have that podcast first. I interview the coolest people, man, and it's kind of like like Joe Rogan's podcast, except not only celebrities. It's like a better version of it, in my opinion. I mean, you can only listen to the same people over and over again until you're like, all right, like I get it. You're friends with famous people. But, I just have some great, like, Todd Hagopian. Love that dude. He's from the LP chair. Actually, I don't know if he's chair. I think he was the treasurer. I don't remember exactly. I'm so sorry, Todd. but he was he's in Libertarian Party. I've had Democrats on. I've had Republicans on. You're like, wow, I don't like politics. That's fine. We can talk about MH370, the crash of the airplane. You're like, I don't really want to talk about that either because that was on the news. Great, let's talk about the heist of the Boston Museum. $500 million of precious art that's gone. I mean, when you have to remember, like when people take a piece of art from the museum, it's like someone took Fortunate Child from every platform and every CD and it's gone. You can never hear Fortunate Child again. No more Vietnam movies and helicopters. No more fucking any of that. It's gone. Gone, 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 gone. It's gone forever. And that's kind of what it's like when they steal the art. So like $500 million back in 1990 is like quadrupled, over because we've spent so much cash. The inflation's insane. So it's kind of insanely better than that now. But if you're interested in stuff like that, go over to my cloud surfing podcast and listen up to that. Otherwise, if you're into sports, you're into betting, you're into listening to UFC stuff, my podcast Better Life is with my cousin Paul, and he is like an MMA black belt, everything. He's fucking shredded ripped. He could beat the hell out of anyone that I know of, at least. Maybe except Randy Couture, he wouldn't beat the hell out of him. Otherwise, it's a hell of it's a good show. I have a good time with it. It's funny. He and I are good shit. We've been like friends since we were kids. Obviously, we're cousins, so like you're born friends, which is pretty cool. He can't skate, it's nice. It's nice, and it's good that we've stayed so close over the years, and it's just a good time. It's just a great time. So if you're interested in listening to that, you can support us because otherwise I don't really know what else to do. The whole work hard in America and like work hard now, retire later. That is gone, bro. That ship has sailed. That Catch Me Outside girl, right, from Dr. Phil, went on OnlyFans within her first day of being 18 years old, and she got over $1.5 million from that. Over $1 million in just like OnlyFans, and then there was like $500,000 in tips. Like, holy shit. First of all, speaks to how gross our society is. Everyone's like, wow, she was 17 like literally a few hours ago, but now it's okay. The clock turned, like you're still like digging into a kid. It's weird. It's just weird. So, I don't think it's right anymore to teach our kids that you need to work hard, go to college, get a degree. I don't think that's right. I think we need to be teaching our sons, right? All of our sons, be disrespectful. Right? Be incredibly disrespectful, but make really sick videos while you're shitting on people and then catch their reaction to you. Don't include you being shitty to them. Only get their reaction. Call them a Karen. Post it on TikTok and then get, ads and then make money doing that. That's how you should teach your sons how to, that's what you got to do. And girls, just join OnlyFans. All your daughters, just teach them to join OnlyFans and make that booty money. Because right now, it's more than a job gets you. It's more than putting it in the bank's gonna get you. Inflation is more than the money that you're gonna make in a savings account. So, all the old ideas of put your money in the bank, let it grow, all that shit, that's over. That's done. Just go whore your money. I mean, even Linus Tech Tips knows. He's Linus Tech Tips. If you guys, he's a YouTuber full of everyone knows Linus, but. He made an OnlyFans, as an April Fool's joke, and within the first day, he became the top one. He became one of the top 1% creators on OnlyFans. Okay, you just don't. I'm serious. Don't go to college. It's a waste of time. Do not go to a 4-year university. If you're gonna go to school, go to a tech school and become like a welder. Get your 6-figure job doing that way, because that's how you're gonna get it. Going to college is not the way. Become a UFC fighter if you want. Do what I'm doing, become a comedian and ruin any and all, potential future at any professional career because of all the shit I've said into a microphone. You can only say so much before people are like, I don't know about that, right? So that's how you make it in this world. You just got to say, fuck the system, I'm not doing it your way, and just go shake your ass on OnlyFans. That's what we got to be teaching our kids, and that's, I'm obviously kidding, but I'm also kind of not, because it's kind of like, that's really what's happening right now. It's kind of shitty, but, kids are getting pregnant in middle school anyway. Why the fuck not, right? Whatever. I just think America's done. What do you think? I think the whole American dream now is not to, get here or whatever. I think the American dream now is get to New Zealand. Get to Poland. Get to the fucking Netherlands. Get somewhere dope. Don't. That's kind of, get somewhere where you can go to see a doctor and not go into foreclosure on your house. I feel like that's more the American dream, which is pretty sad because like I grew up a cadet, man. I love this country. I love what it stands for. I love the ideals, but unfortunately, we have like a fucking gang who've hijacked the federal government, and they're just sticking around for years and years and years. And unfortunately, that's it's just the way it is right now. Until there's term limits, it's just not going to change. And until then, I think I might want to go hang out in New Zealand. Seems like a fun place right now, doesn't it? You can just go see a doctor. Like if you get a strep throat, you can just like go see a doctor and get antibiotics. Like just you can just do that. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I don't know, guys. What's up? What's new? What's up with you guys? It's been a good time. I've been super into this guy lately who's he's like a Russian mobster, but he pretends he's Chris Hansen. Like he's not actually Chris Hansen, but he took on the role of Chris Hansen after he got like arrested and shit. If you guys didn't know, you should check out Chris Hansen Arrested. You should YouTube that and just check it out. That guy like made someone kill himself. Yeah, Chris Hansen's pretty crazy. But this guy is the Russian mob version instead, and he like lures a 31-year-old guy over to his house, and then he like standing in the living room with like those big bolt cutters and a chainsaw and like knives, and just scares the fucking shit out of these people who like come over. Like he pretends he's a 15-year-old girl on the internet, and then they come over, and these people are literally pissing their own pants. Like you can see their piss through their jeans. It is so, like, it's really good. It's really funny. Like what's his name? John Bravo, I think his name is. Eric Kanaveski and Predator Poachers set up a sting house with John Bravo in Austin, Texas. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. What's up, Oshi? Hey guys, my cat's here. Oshi, what's up, girl? What you doing? Get over here. Come say hi. I don't even think this show's secret. Come here. Oh, this is my cat, Oshi. Say hi to the camera. Hi. Say hello. Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. She is. She's a sweet kitty. That's Oshi. I've had her for, you're almost 7 years old. She's gonna turn 7 this year. What in the fuck? Oshi, you're turning 7. Because I got her in 2015 when she was a year old. She's turning 7. Oh my goodness. You're getting old, baby. Getting to be an old kitty cat. And then Thunder is turning, I got her in 2017, so she's turning 5 this year. That's absolutely crazy. What is going on with time, man? It's like, that's how I felt like this past weekend was the Minnesota State tournament, and I know a lot of the kids playing in it because I used to work up there in hockey. And it's just like, fuck, you guys were all peewees and shit, like last time, and like squirts, and it's so weird. It's so weird seeing everyone like 17 years old now, and like, it's just crazy because they were like 12 recently. So like in my head, they're still 12, but it's weird. I feel like it's kind of good at the same time because it's kind of like when you're a parent and you watch your kids grow up, it's really hard to like let them grow up. And I mean, that's where my parents were at when I was growing up. They just didn't want us to grow up, so they really didn't want us doing much. Like I was constantly out of the house because I would just sign up for shit, and I just would ask, for forgiveness before I asked permission, because otherwise it was kind of a no a lot of times. So I would just do it, and it's I feel like I need to let my kids do that stuff too. Just be like, yeah, dude, you can go hang out with your friends. Like, listen, when your kids are like 16, I just need you guys to know something. They're probably gonna drink, and they're probably gonna get fucking. They're probably gonna start doing sexy stuff with people. That's what it's probably gonna happen. It's unfortunate. It's remember when you were that age? Like literally, do you remember? Because you were doing the same fucking shit, and it's hard to remember that because when you were 16, you have this idea of when you were 16, like when you're living in that body when you're 16, you're like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Like you feel like you're an adult because you're your own person, and you really feel like you have a grip on your life. And then as you get older, you're like, oh shit, I had no fucking idea what I was doing back then. And so like, as future you want to like, get people a step ahead from before, but it's life, man. People gotta learn shit. They're gonna learn. People are gonna fuck up, and it's part of life. Everyone generally ends up okay. I mean, some people end up to being like, murderers and rapists and shit, but most people don't. So we can assume that it's probably working out for the better of. I mean, for now at least we can assume that, right? I don't know. I don't have statistics on it. I don't. Maybe there's statistics, but I'm not really sure. You know, I'm not really sure how I got onto this topic. You know, I just think that like because there was a lot of times like I remember when I would like go out with my friends after practice, and like we would just be going to like Fazoli's, and like I would notice one of my parents' cars in the parking lot, and they would just be staring at me through the Fazoli's window, like, "Why the fuck are you at Fazoli's?" Because I'm eating with my friends after practice. I don't know, why not? Like, you can't, you got to let them do that type of shit. You got to let them get out there and get exposed and see the world, man. They're otherwise like, what's gonna happen is all your friends in college who like tell their mom, "Yeah, mom, what's going on? I'm at the library," but really they're in your fraternity's house's basement, just getting fucking blasted, face down into broken glass. Right, they're at the ER. They got to tell their mom they got in a skiing trip accident or some shit. Like, that is the reality. If you really like hold your kids and like squeeze them in, they're gonna sneak out the window, and then they're gonna go to college, and they're gonna be tit hungry as a motherfucker, and they're gonna flunk out. You know, it's. I'm sorry to reveal all that today, but that's, that is what it is. That is what it is. I don't really know what else to talk about. It's just I've just been doing a lot of Uber, a lot of crackheads getting in the back seat lately, so that's been interesting. Some people thinking I'm the cops. They're just like, "Where are you taking me?" It's like, dude, wherever. I think I've already told that story, but it's just Vegas is coming back around. I'm trying to see, because I couldn't really get out of this lease. I was low key trying to leave Vegas and get somewhere else, but they wouldn't let me get out of this or sublet or anything yet. So hopefully soon, because if not leave Vegas, I just want to get to another part of town because I live kind of in a absolute shithole. Like if I have cameras set up everywhere, I have like cameras on my car. Multiple on my door, multiple facing down the hallways, multiple everywhere, because I don't trust motherfuckers. Fuck this, dude, I just don't. So, one day I'll get out, one day I'll make it, but that day is not today. For today, I'll just talk shit into this microphone. And, one day I'll hopefully look back and listen to these and just be like, wow, look at that shithole he lived in. And, there's those days, these days, when you're just living so fucking broke. It sucks, but you have to appreciate them at the same time, because I've had days when I wasn't completely broke and I was making a lot of money, and you have to if you've never been through the shit, you're not going to appreciate the sunshine. If your whole life has been people wiping your ass for you, it's going to be hard to appreciate where the sun is rising. But I'm not saying, because that's a weird, how do I word this politely? I want to, there is a difference between letting your kids learn on their own and letting your kid be completely on their own to the point where it's like struggling. I would never want someone to struggle. I don't think that I'm struggling. I'm not having an easy go, but I'm not, struggling to the point where I'm like drowning. Maybe one day I will be, but that day is not today. It's you want, for my kids at least one day, I'm gonna let them learn their lessons, but I'm never gonna let them fall and sink. I'm never gonna let them drown, and that's the point. When people who have completely drowned and then they see like kids who have had like a normal childhood, they're almost like, because I'm almost speaking for myself here, because you resent. Because my parents were divorced, and I always took that hard. I fucking hated going to two homes. Oh, where you want to come over tonight? Oh, which house? At my dad's or my mom's or whatever. You don't have a home. You have two houses, and your shit is split up between both houses, and you've got different neighborhood friends at different neighborhoods, and different Christmases and different everything. And you get multiple gifts. I would give back every fucking gift if I could just wake up to one family in the morning. So, looking at people who just had a normal childhood, it's like, why the fuck couldn't I have that? What was so wrong with me that I couldn't have a normal childhood? But it's not, that right there is where you want them to have the normal childhood. I had to change my thinking of why did they and not me, instead of thinking like that, it's like, well, I'm going to provide a normal childhood for someone one day. You know, someone one day is gonna have a great childhood, and I'm gonna make sure of it. I'm gonna make for goddamn sure of it. And you know, I don't even like my brothers and like kids that I've coached and stuff. I have such a heart for them. If I've known like kids wearing like really shitty old 17-year-old gear because the family just can't afford it, I'll buy them gear. I'll it's I have such a heart for kids. I you know, because I think I wish that someone would have done for me what I'm doing for people. I'm just trying to be the person I always needed growing up. And I guess that's kind of like who I'm trying to coach other people to be, not coach, but like lead by example. Like be the person you needed growing up. Like if you fill that void, you know, you have a void inside of you from somewhere. You're not sure where it's from, then you have to do some soul searching. But I'm fully aware of where mine is, and it's that I wish that I had someone who could have mentored me and took me under their wing and taken care of me and just kind of told me things would have been okay. It'd been that they were proud of me and stuff. You know, that's what I needed growing up, and so I'm trying to be that person for everyone else. And you know, you know, sometimes I do it through comedy when I'm on my old, you know, when I'm on like stage. I try to tell like life lessons through comedy too. You know, I make like jokes about like some of the things I've been through. Like there's no joke when I was in high school. I fucked up. Like I fucked up. I made some fucking mistakes, and and you know, if you don't ever talk about those mistakes and you don't ever bring those to light and reconcile for them and make them right, well, you're probably just gonna keep that vicious cycle spinning. And you know, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I'm just. Oh, there's my stutter. Whenever my brain's going too fast, I don't know if you guys knew this. When I was a kid, I had a severe stutter and a severe lisp to the point where I couldn't even talk. Like, I still, for, like my whole life, I always, even as a kid, like covered my, like you can see, my microphone's always covering my. I don't, because you can see it sometimes. After I'm done talking, I'll like repeat the sentence, just mouthing it, or when I fuck up my words and I can't spit the sentence out, and I'll just repeat the same word like 3, 4, 5 times. It's fucking stupid. And whenever my brain goes really fast, it happens again, and it happens all over the time. So it's weird. Like, cause I was in speech therapy my whole life, and like, you know, when you remember like how to say an S properly, I still have to remember to keep my tongue below my jaw, and like I still have to remember like all these little things to keep your lisp in order and to slow down your brain and to speak properly and to really articulate the words that you're trying to speak. And sometimes when I get excited and I try to speak quickly, I don't do that, and I just it sounds like a CD or a record's like skipping. Like, oh god, someone. It's like when a disc, you know, like and like wipe it off. Could someone just to do that to my brain, just quick fog it up and wipe off my brain on their t-shirt and clean it back up, throw it back in, you know? Anyway, this is like been 20 minutes of me rambling, so I'll probably just give this shit up here pretty soon because I don't really have much more to say. But I appreciate everyone that listens. All, you know, few dozen of you. It's not very many. I see the numbers. This is my least grossing show. I'm fully aware that this show is not great, but I appreciate the people listening to it because you're clearly more interested just in what's going on with me personally and not really interested in just what's going on with my public life. And you know, that's cool, and I appreciate you bitches. So I will see y'all motherfuckers probably next week. You know, it's been 2 weeks I think since I did this show because it's just been a lot going on. It's been stressful. So I'll see you next time I see you. Later.